Epilogue. 1 year later. So here you are, Ari. Will you attend my ascension ceremony? Hector and everyone else is coming. What? These clothes? I look silly, don't I? Formal dress is so stiff. I can't stand it. Everything's finally resolved. I'll succeed my father as Marquess Furry. I don't know if I'm equal to the task, but I'm going to do my best for all the people who live here. Ari, do you really have to go? No, I understand. I'm sure that you have things you must do. Thank you for supporting me and everything. Elliewood, where are you? I'm over here, Lindis. Oh, Ari, you're here too. So, Elliewood, have you spoken to Ari? Ari will be at the ceremony of Ascension, but must leave shortly thereafter. Oh, no, really? That's too bad. Oh, Ari, I want you to know something. When things are a little more settled, Lindis and I plan to be married. And this may be a bit premature, but Ari, we'd like you to name our first child. Wait, what? Really? Okay. Lindis and I talked it over. You've done so much for us, and we truly want this. Please, Ari. Well, you know what? I'm gonna name him. It's obvious. Roy! So, Ari, this is farewell. If it weren't for you, this world wouldn't be here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. Ari? I'll see you again. It's a promise, my friend. Well, it's over! Satoru Iwata. It's over, guys! This game is over. Although, there's still some more dialogue that we gotta go over. Of course, you know, the ending and whatnot. I forget, what Sacred Stones. Did I read over the, I probably did. Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna do again. But yes, I don't know if I talked about this, but honestly, I think, well, so you know how dragons, they age very slowly? Well, Nini is half dragon, but she still has aged very slowly over the past years. Well, if she were the mother of Roy, then, well, he, you know, he wouldn't age very quickly. He'd still probably be like 5 if he were like actually 15. He'd still look like he was 5. So that's why I'd say the more canonical ship, like with logic speaking, for Elliewood would be Fiora. Yeah, because well, they're both from Ilea, and so yeah. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I just had to say that now. But yes, we're done with the game. And here's the little stuff. You can see all the turns it took for me to beat the game. But yeah, it's, the reason why I say Ilea is because in a support conversation in the Binding Blade, Marcus tells Lelina that Elliewood got an Eileen flower because it was a flower that his wife adored. And Ninian, yes, she is from Ilea, but so is Fiora. Fiora makes some more logical sense for me. That's just me. Yep. Okay, speaking of Marcus, Marcus, Knight of Furry. Marcus returned to Furry with Eliwood, and as the head of the Knights of Furry, dedicated his life to training young squires. Yep. Lowen, Swift Knight. Rebecca, a wildflower. Rebecca and Lowen were wed, and they became two of Eliwood's most trusted retainers. Their green-haired son inherited his father's chivalrous spirit, as well as his mother's smile and skill with a bow. Yep. So yeah, we got the endings now. Dorcas, Serene Warrior. Dorcas returned to Furry and used the money he earned to buy medicine for Natalie, his wife. She recovers rapidly. Bartrey, Wild Axe Fighter. Bartrey continued his quest from country to country. Rumors say that he fell in love with his own mortal enemy. That would be Carla. So yeah, Oswin, Impregnable Knight. Oswin served as a vassal to Marcus Ostia. His was a calm, reasonable voice in Lycia's ruling government. Matthew, Thief and Spy. Sarah, Outspoken Cleric. Matthew returned to Ostia, where he led the network of spies for the new Marquess. During this hectic time, his thoughts turned to Sarah. Thanks to her, the pain of losing Leela slowly became more bearable. Yeah, so I just had to, talk about that if I didn't already. Yeah. Guy, Mounted Swordsman. Guy continued his quest to be the finest swordsman in all of Psyche. His form was so perfected that all called him the Saint of Swords. Urk, Studious Mage. Urk returned to Etruria and was asked to succeed the retiring Lord Pent. He refused and devoted his life to the study of magic. Priscilla, Secluded Princess. Priscilla returned to Etruria's Count Caerleon. Her adopted parents met her not with harsh rebukes, but with tears of joy. Aww, so sweet. Kent, the Crimson Shield. After Caerleon was placed under Ostian rule, Kent became its steward. His dedication earned him the love of his people. Dun, dun, dun. There's Lynn's theme. Playing. Sane, the Green Lance. When Ostia took over the rule of Caerleon, Sane resigned and became an independent knight. His love of women is still unchanged. Yep. Will, Archer without equal. Will remained a knight of Caerleon even after Ostia took over. He became the commander of Ostia's Caerleon Archer Division. Nice, good for you, Will. Raven, Sublime Mercenary. Raven vanished without a word. Many reports have placed him in Arafin, but none could be confirmed. Lucius, the Light. Lucius lived a modest life in a remote corner of Arafin. He built a small orphanage where he now cares for helpless children. Canis, Seeker of Wisdom. Canis returned to his family in Ilea. Some years later, he and his wife died trying to stop a snowstorm. His child was raised by his old mother. Yep. We'll be seeing that child later. And the Binding Blade. Yep. Dart, Vaden's commando. Dart took a grave wound protecting Fargus in a skirmish. He vanished at sea, but rumors claim he might be in Furry. Okay. Fiora, Wingborn Warrior. Fiora flew many missions as the head of a mercenary company. Her donation saved many poor families in Ilea from destitution. Legalt, the Hurricane. After the battle, Legalt traveled the lands looking for Black Fang refugees. He helped them to ease the pain of his own loss. Nils, Child of Destiny, Ninian, Child of Destiny. After these Dragon King bid farewell to the land of their birth, they returned to their new world. Meeting Eliwood warmed the hearts of these ice dragons with the hope that man and dragon could live in peace. Yep. Isadora, Escorter Furry. As a knight of the Imperial Guard, Isidora served as guard to Lady Eleonora. She continued to study to be a lady up until she wed. Heath, wandering knight. Heath moved to Ilea and became a mercenary knight of some fame. He fought not for country, but for people in need. Heath's the good guy. Wrath, wolf of Sakai. Wrath returned to his tribe in Sakai. His deeds earned him warm greetings from his father, the famed Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf. Hawkeye, Desert Guardian. Hawkeye returned to Nevada and lived peacefully in Arcadia with his daughter, whom he trains to be guardian of the desert. Wallace, Crag of Kalian. Wallace intended to return to Kalian, but he got lost and ended up in Ilea. Wow, everyone's going to Ilea. Okay. He now spends his days tilling the frozen soil. Pent, Mage General. Luis, Lady of Violets. When Athos died, Pent took over his research. By the way, these two forced support ending, so yeah. To focus on his studies, Pent resigned as Mage General of Etruria. This action set the palace in an uproar, but Pent and Luis endured. Carol, Saint of Swords. Once, Carol was known as the Sword Demon. Now, he bears a new name. What prompted this change, he will not say. Nino, Pious and Mage. Jafar, Angel of Death. They were married after the conflict and were gifted with twin boys. Their time in Furry was happy until bounty hunters came for Jafar. To protect his family, he disappeared. Nino vanished in search of him. It's happy but sad. Aww. Oh. But, it's fine. Vaida, fine Fang. Some rumors say that Vaida died at the hands of Byrne forces. Others say she announced her as Byrne's Prince of Field. Okay. Renault, Burden Bishop. No one knew the old him. No one knows what became of him. He vanished as though he never existed. My voice is very bad. Archsage Athos. Athos died in a foreign land. Those who saw his face said that he seemed as though he had at last found true peace. Good for him. That's good. Merlinus, cheery merchant. Merlinus opened a shop in Ostia, but it was forced to close. He plans on reopening with some aid from Lord Eliot himself. Okay. Hector, General of Ostia. Florina, Pegasus Knight. Hector succeeded his brother as the Marquis of Ostia, but the pain of his brother's death weighed heavily on him. His beloved Florina gave him comfort and helped him become an enlightened leader. And then, Eliwood, Knight of Lycia, and Lynn, noblewoman of Sakai. The Marquis of Frey and the Princess of Kalian were wed after the conflict. All of Lycia was in an uproar, but none could sunder their bond of love. They have a son named Roy, who will become a great hero. Ari, famed genius. That tactician vanished after the final battle. Byrne, Lycia, and Etruria all sought those famed skills, but none ever found the tactician. 'Cause I'm off somewhere else, people. Yeah, Ari is not my real name, though. Ooh, Castle Ostia. Thanks for coming, Eliwood. Hector! Hey look, they're older now. Long time no see. First time since my brother's funeral. 15 years now. And look at us. We've both grown older, haven't we? Uh-huh. Time certainly does speed right by. My father's disappearance, his death, the fight with Negril. Those fire dragons. The memories are so vivid. It might have happened yesterday. Negril. What a blackguard he was. I've had enough of battles like that. Hmm? Is that your son over there? I've been wanting to introduce you, but there's been no chance. Roy, come here. Did you need something, Father? Say hello to Marcus Ostia. Yes, sir. A pleasure to meet you, Lord Hector. He's so cute. My name is Roy. Roy, is it? Nice to meet you, lad. Well, I guess that means I should introduce my daughter, then. Lilina! What? Are you being shy? You don't have to be nervous. This is your father's old friend, and his son. Hello, Lilina. This is Roy. He's the same age as you. Nice to meet you. Lilina, let's be friends. We can play over there. It's okay. Go on. Ah! What a cute child. Good thing she took after her mother. Yep, and her shyness too. What? She looks just like me, doesn't she? You're a sarcastic one, Marcus Ostia. Come on, now you're the one putting on airs. Marcus Furry. The only thing older about you is your appearance. Don't tell me you still behave like that even now that you're the Marquess. I'm always on top of my duties as Marquess. But when I'm around you, I want to relax, so please. Hector. By the way, I heard that the King of Bern died. It was fairly sudden, too. I can't be certain, but according to one of our spies, he was killed in an assassination attempt on Prince Zephiel. The prince? I trust he was unharmed. It's a strange tale. At first, I'd heard that the prince was killed. Then, new information came 3 days later, saying that it was the king who had died. Do you remember Archsage Athos's prediction? Is something that happening in Bern? I don't know. Father! Can I show Roy my pony? Yes, go ahead. Be careful. They're so cute. Okay. Roy and Lolita are so cute. For the sake of our children's futures, I'll stop anything that may happen. I'll sacrifice my life to make it so. Once again, Lycia brings hope. If that turns out to be wrong, no, it must happen. Ooh, Bern Keep. For what reason have you awakened a demon dragon? Who are you? Dragon. Well, that was a creepy way to end off the game, but okay. Well, I guess that's all, guys. You know, yeah, we're done. We beat the game. And yeah. Oh, by the way, when I was talking about, like, you know, the, why I think yours the canonical, or more canonical, just like, it's just logic, really. You know, for, being Roy's father. It's, like, the more logical, but yes, it can be an Indian, you know, it doesn't really matter. Although people say that Roy does look younger than he should, but so does Lilina, so there's that too. Yeah, there's that too. They both look young for their age anyways, as I've heard. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's just a game, right? Yeah, that's how we should treat it, right? Well, that is all, guys, for the series. Like, this, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I might actually wait until Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out and not do a Binding Blade Let's Play until, like, next year. So it's probably gonna be a while before you see a Binding Blade Let's Play. Probably. Yep. Well, thank you all for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace. Bye-bye, guys. I love you all. Later.